Weather Authority meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
Hey, you know what it is time for?
It's life hack time.
Nonsense, that's right.
It is nonsense is what
We've
it is.
done fax machines. What was it yesterday? It was so silly. It was like someone's elbow. That's right, it was.
Oh, yeah.
When you're
right,
high-fiving, you look at their elbow. No, you just look at their hand and you can hit the hand. You'll never miss the hand, they say, if you look at the elbow. No, you might. Okay. Tired of jelly soaking through your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Okay.
First world problem for sure, right?
Get thicker bread. Get the Texas toast. That'll help. Anyway, spread the peanut butter on both sides of the bread. Put the jelly in the middle.
Well,
that might not be a bad little deal.
It's our Reuben sandwich trick.
Okay.
Cheese on both sides, because then the kraut won't leak through.
Right, because the kraut can get, I mean, if you don't drain it well, it'll make the sandwich soggy, at least one side of the sandwich soggy if you got it like on the top or whatever. And it's like, that's not good. You need both pieces of bread crispy and toasted.
Yes.
Right.
And so Marcos just told me he has tried this technique.
Does it work?
And the ratio is not good. Too much peanut butter to jelly. That's our producer.
It is not Marcos approved. Well, in that case, I don't want to do it. Although I don't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I just take a big old spoon and eat peanut butter that way. I did that when I was a kid. I still do it now occasionally, so I love it. Anyway, I love this weather, that's for sure. Plenty of sunshine all across the tri-state. We've had this for the past 3 days. What a great run of weather we had. I know it's still a little chilly on Monday. The temperature high was only in the low 40s, but that's where we should be for this time of the year. That's the average high. It's 43 degrees. We're in the 50s yesterday with plenty of sunshine. Look at not a cloud in sight. Same goes for today. So we're living large, at least until tomorrow. And then we're going to be seeing that rain move in, and it's going to be a good rain too. I mean, once it hits, I mean, it might be light at first, but it's going to pick up, and it's going to be coming down at a pretty good clip, especially south of the Ohio. But we all are going to get some heavier pockets of rain throughout Thursday afternoon and especially Thursday evening before it finally tapers off. So I'll show you that in a second on Future Track. There is the quad at USI. I don't see a lot of foot traffic out there. I know that. Looking from the library there on the west side of town, and now we're downtown on top of Fifth Third Bank. Our Everything exterior roofing camera on the roof of the tallest building, looking out toward the near north side. Temperature right now at the airport, 50 degrees. Got a wind that's shifting around more to the west, northwest, and that's pretty much where it's going to be for the rest of the day. 7 miles an hour. So the wind's actually kind of backing off a little bit. That will be the case, more 5 to 10. It was more 5 to 15 earlier this morning. But high pressure's building in for now, and the pressure is rising rapidly. Now, I know some people who had some headaches earlier today because that pressure's starting to rise. And now we're going to get a low pressure on the heels of this, so the pressure's going to be falling heading in tomorrow. So a bit of a roller coaster ride on the barometer, but I mean, weather-wise, we can't complain much at all. Let's see, how low can we go temperature-wise? Can we do a little run? I don't think we can. 45 degrees in Lagodi, 46 in Vincennes, and I don't see a 47 out there. So there you go, the run is over. 49, though, in Jasper, 51 in Tell City. Look at all the 50s down to the south. All of us in the 50s in western Kentucky, with one exception, Henderson at 49. 52, though, in Madisonville, 55 in Greenville, 52 in Beaver Dam. It's 50 west of the Wabash and Carmi. Good to see the Carmi gauge back up and running. Live radar is not showing anything, not expecting a drop, flake, or pellet. And we had a cold front, a very weak front, move through earlier today and didn't bring much of anything but a wind shift from the southwest to the west and now from the west-northwest. And that's pretty much where it's going to be, from the west and northwest throughout the rest of the afternoon. So, yeah, I think about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Not a big deal at all. It's got some snow up to the north in the Great Lakes, got some rain down to the south. Severe weather threat down in central Texas later on this afternoon. So heads up there if you got a flight down to DFW. Might have a few delays there. As far as the severe weather threat tomorrow, and we are going to be hearing perhaps a few rumbles of thunder, especially in western Kentucky. Yeah, the severe threat should stay south of Memphis. So not worried about severe weather tomorrow, but definitely getting some heavier rain. Let's go ahead and time it out with our future track, and really not much of anything to track. Over the past few days, we've had basically a blank map. We are seeing a few clouds kind of cutting through the tri-state down to the south later on this afternoon, but might make for a good-looking sunset tonight, but I don't think enough cloud cover to do that. Now, tomorrow morning, however, some broken clouds. And if you get going, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, you should be fine. No worries about the rain. Some broken clouds might make for a good-looking sunrise. The sun is going to be rising about 5 till 7 tomorrow, and it's setting about 5:15 these days, Central Time. So anyway, here we are. You can see some broken clouds still, especially up to the north of the Ohio and southwest Indiana. That's where we're going to have a few more breaks. By 10 o'clock, you see some rain down to the south. Looks like it'll be closer to noon. 12:30 here, you can see the rain before the rain actually moves into the Evansville metro. But look at the heavier rain down to the south. It's going to come down at a pretty good clip. Wherever there's some snow and ice, with the exception being, of course, those giant parking lot mounds, you see in some of those parking lots. Yeah, I mean, I think most all of the ice and snow, what's left of it, and there's still some patches out in the backyard, or in the back parking lot, they're going to be washed away by this rain. Look at how heavy this rain is going to be. And you can see by 5:30 coming down at a pretty good clip. Most of the heavier rain, again, south of the Ohio, but we're still going to get some heavier pockets up to the north. And then as we roll through the the overnight hours, look at this. Still more heavy rain coming down at 10:30, midnight. Still that heavier rain finally tapering off as we head into Friday. And really by Friday daybreak at 6 o'clock, maybe a lingering shower or two down to the southeast, but the rain is pretty much gone. So a lot of this rain is going to fall while a lot of us sleep. As far as rainfall amounts, could see 1 to 2 inches down to the south. I think for most of us, anywhere from about a ½ inch to an inch north of the Ohio. 53 degrees, so not a drop of rain today with plenty of sunshine. A cool west-northwest wind at around 5 to 15, but closer to 5 to 10, though, for most of the afternoon as it settles down some. 3-degree guarantee. Yesterday I called for a high of 50. It surged to 54. I'm not complaining about that one bit. No winter, but I'm not worried about that because I'll take that 54. 53 is what I'm calling it today on the backside of that cool front that really didn't cool us off a whole lot. 53 also tomorrow. Here comes the rain again around midday, lasts into early Friday morning, and plenty of rain to be had. Look at this, 50 on Saturday, 60 degrees on Groundhog Day on Sunday, the big 6-0. And even after we cool off heading into next week, we're still in the 50s. Keep in mind the average high is 43 degrees, so looking good. In the extended forecast, as far as I showed you that earlier today, we have above average temperatures.
Good news.
For the week after that. Anyway, beautiful sunrise. This was not this morning, but yesterday morning. James Logston got this from Lewisport in Hancock County. Lovely sky.
It is. And you know what's lovely? Great art. The Ohio Valley Art League brings it every single time. 2 new exhibits, and we're going to find out about it right after this.